Is this thing on? Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna be doing a clean with me and a cook with me. My life has just been all over the place, and I just feel like my home has gotten really cluttered. I used to take a moment to declutter different spaces every couple of weeks, but it's like this area where the Tupperware is looks crazy, the pantry is a mess, I have this junk drawer that's just overflowing. So those things started to pile up, and I really started thinking about how having a cluttered space affects your mental health. So I started doing some research, and definitely it does. Clutter can impact your levels of depression, lead to having a decreased focus, cause a lot of confusion, and also just unnecessary tension in your mind and in your body as well. So I figured while we do a little clean with me today, I'm gonna talk to you guys about some of the things that can kind of cause you to feel a little bit off when your surroundings aren't as neat and tidy as they could be. And then also you'll get to clean with me and cook one of my favorite recipes. And I'll be talking about the little things that make cleaning and tidying up just feel like something special, romanticizing those moments and cleaning your house and just having a good time, kind of resetting things. And it's actually a really great thing for self-care as well, because you're making sure that your mental state is not suffering due to your surroundings. So cleaning your environment can boost your mood and definitely improve your sense of self, because you know that you have done something positive and it provides a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. So let's go ahead and get this mess under control, and I'll pop back in and chat with you all in a bit.
Overnight, you out of sight, you magnified. You're only human, yes I know. It's okay to be unsure. I hope you know it's okay if you're not sure.
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting when I'm with you. I know my heart can't take no more. I keep on running like you.
So it's time for our first cleaning hack situation. I've never used this before. I try to use natural clean products, but this microwave is disgusting. So I'm gonna get some extra help. How do I do this? All right, so I'm spraying it fully on the outside, but on the inside, I have a bowl. Let me show you guys. Be very careful because it is hot, but I just sliced up a lemon, put it some water, and put it into the microwave for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's hot and steaming, and it's gonna steam up your entire microwave, which makes it way easier to clean. So then I just go in with a sponge, super carefully dip it in the water so you don't burn your fingers up, and then you can just clean with that. Typically I would just use the lemon for an all natural clean, but this poor microwave really needs a deep clean, so that's why I use the dog soap. So now we've gotten to my least favorite part of cleaning up, which is doing dishes. I feel like there's always a dish to be washed, but remember well, obviously you want to clean up to have a clean home, but also like a very important piece of cleaning up is just to make yourself feel better. So if you think about it, like it's frustrating not having a dish when you need it, or not having a specific utensil that you're looking for and realizing that it's dirty. So try to think of like the positive benefits that are going to come from you doing this cleaning task that you really don't enjoy that much, and then try to make that actual task a bit more exciting and something that you can look forward to. So what I do while I unload the dishwasher and put the new dishes in, I have a little Alexa dot thing. She's listening. So like I'll just shuffle my Spotify songs while I clean up, have a little dance party, and before I know it, like I'm completely done with the dishes, it's taken care of, and then I can look and see a nice clean sink, which I'm gonna be cooking, and I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. That's actually one of the reasons I was so like, the sink in our house has to be like one of the big sinks and not have two separate sides, because I know if I have a second side, I'm just gonna put dishes over there and then cook on the other side. But if I'm focused on like there's no way I can like clean a chicken in this filthy sink right now. So it's super helpful to just get this all taken care of, clear my full sink, and then I can start cooking.
overnight. You out of sight. You magnified. You're only human, yes I know. It's okay to be unsure. I hope you know it's okay if you're not sure.
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while with you. I know my heart can't take no more. I keep on running like you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while with you.
So that actually was not terrible. It actually only took maybe like 3 songs. So don't you hate when that happens? There's dishes behind me. Hold on. Okay, let's try that again. So once the dishes are done, I played my music, I'm feeling good, the vibes are flowing. It's like, okay, it wasn't that bad. But a couple of things like about romanticizing the process too. You want to do little things around the house, like with your cleaning products, that makes it feel special and not just like a boring, mundane situation. So one of the things I do is I have like a cute little dish soap dispenser, and it's labeled dish soap, but it looks just, it's actually just like a hand wash pump. So I take my dish soap from the bottle and I use that to refill this. It's such a small thing, but it's super easy for anyone to be able to do, just to like add a little bit of an aesthetic feel to your cleaning process. So then at least I'm like, oh, I get to look at my pretty dispenser as I'm cleaning up, and it just makes the process go by a little bit easier. Now also, we're not done cleaning yet. So I just did the dishes, but the sink is not clean, which to me, if your sink is not clean, your dishes are not done. So I actually kept these oranges that I had for the microwave. So I'm just gonna like squeeze those around the sink and then put them down the disposal. So this is actually super good to clean out your garbage disposal as well as just like freshen up your sink area. So I'm gonna probably spray some soap, have the lemons, and give this a good scrub. Smells like lemons. Everything is nice and refreshed and coming together. So I'm gonna clean off the stove area now. So everything kind of like up here that I didn't spray, I'll use a clean microfiber to just wipe off. Don't forget to also like wipe above things. Like, yes, cleaning is good for your mental health, but also your physical health too. Like, I probably cleaned this a week ago, but there's still so much dust on top. So you really just want to make sure that you're checking those things so there's not anything else in your house that's just like making you feel sick or feel worse when there's really no need to.
Days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you.
So now that I have a mostly clean house, I'm gonna start cooking because I wanna let my chicken soak before I actually cook it. So I know like there's all these debates about washing your chicken. So if you're not a chicken washer, you're probably not gonna like this part. I don't only wash my chicken, I actually soak it in water and vinegar just to make sure that it's really, really clean. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do that process.
And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so bad. You said you love me, no one above me, and I was all you had. And all my heart is beating for you, I can't stop crying. I don't know how I allow you to treat me this way, and still I stay. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you.
So you know how we were talking about romanticizing the cleaning process? One of the things that I like to do is have something else to look forward to as I clean. So if you watched my last video, which was my current obsessions, I talked about my newest hobby, which is flower arranging. So I feel like that's the perfect thing to do on my cleaning day. It's like when I'm kind of winding down and toward the end, especially a day like now where I'm cooking and cleaning. I have all of my chicken soaking, and then I can focus on building a nice little flower arrangement. So today I just picked a few different like pink and green varieties and some extra greenery to kind of make it a little bit fuller. So let's put this together.
Days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you. See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you. And though my heart can't take no more, I keep on running back to you.
So now that I have a beautifully cleaned kitchen, it smells so good in here. The chicken is finished soaking. I'm gonna show you guys how to make one of my most requested recipes. Now listen, I'm about to put y'all on. This is for the community only, so don't be going spreading my recipe around, okay? This, like, people cannot get enough of it, and it's actually not even that difficult to make. So I'm gonna show you how I do it and talk to you about some of my like little secret ingredients that make this the perfect meal every single time. All right, so let's get into what you're gonna need to stuff the chicken first. We're making a whole chicken. So you need lemon, celery, carrots, these are pre-cut, bell pepper, the green one, onion, and parsley. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chop up the rest of my stuff that's not already chopped. So now you've got your Dutch oven ready. You're just gonna take some of the veggies and pour them into the bottom, but leaving enough to actually stuff the chicken with. Now this is what makes all the difference. You're gonna put half a stick of butter into a little measuring cup and melt that in the microwave. Don't substitute for any type of oil, you have to use butter. All right, so a quick overview of the seasonings that I'm gonna be using. So this is something that I pick up whenever I go to like a Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. I always look for these and I stock up on them. So this is by the Gourmet Collection. This is their chicken finger licking spice blend. It is so good. And then I also have my regular seasonings, black pepper and seasoned salt. And then another one that I grab when I go to one of those type of stores is this onion and garlic seasoning. There's a few different brands that make it, but it all comes out pretty well. All right, so now I'm gonna grab my chicken and just place it on top of all of those veggies. Now this is where the butter comes in. Also, for people who always ask me like if I clean and cook with my press-on nails, clearly they are perfectly fine. I literally cook and clean and do all of my regular activities and they do not budge. So if you're looking for a press-on nail option, check out one of those videos so you can see how I make them last through just like regular life stuff. So I'm gonna give this a good little swirl. So now I'm just gonna pour the butter all over the chicken. Now when it comes to seasoning, I personally don't feel like you can over season. So I just eyeball it, cover the whole chicken with the seasoning blend. And I'm gonna rub this around as well. So I put enough to kind of go on the top of the chicken and get in all the crevices and go underneath as well. So you can see it's already looking so beautiful. And top that off with some black pepper and some seasoned salt. Also, sorry for this noise in the background. I'm boiling some macaroni because I'm gonna make mac and cheese. All right, so you see how seasoned this is? It's literally stunning. Now I'm just gonna rub that in. Mix everything together really well. Get inside here, under the wings, the tips of the wings. This is the key to a good meal. And honestly, I didn't realize that sometimes people don't know like how to season until I was talking about a recipe with a friend of mine, and she was like, okay, but what do I season it with? And I'm like, you know, just regular seasonings. So I figured I would share some of my favorite ones with all of you today so that you can kind of know what to look for to get really well flavored food. I also love just garlic powder and onion powder, but the vegetables also just make this so flavorful. So now that my chicken is all covered, and you can see the veggies at the bottom, don't have a hand. The veggies at the bottom are also coated. That's gonna make a beautiful broth. Now, take the rest of the vegetables, and I just kind of like use the seasoning to get them on these veggies as well, whatever was left over on my hands. And I'm going to stuff all of this inside of the chicken. I stuff it as much as I can. Make it nice and plump. Let's see, I'm gonna turn this so y'all can see it. There we go. So all of those veggies are in there. And then I'm just gonna lay it down, try to get it somewhat flat. Take any leftover vegetables and just fill in the spaces around. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna put the top on this and put it in the oven on 425. All right, thank you all so much for joining me on this Cook With Me, Clean With Me, also in our chat about how making sure you have clean surroundings can boost your mental health, and a little tip about your physical health too. So definitely romanticize your cleaning process, make cooking fun. Let me know if you tried this recipe out. Also, love to cook on this channel, so if you guys want to see more cooking, drop that in the comment section below and I'll share some more recipes with you. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at Affirmations with Amber.